Hello and welcome to the RPG Academy podcast Twitch stream. My name is Michael, and I'm here for what might be, should be, the finale of my Dragon Warrior playthrough. Uh, there's a phrase, and I think it's actually a misquote that has become more popular than the original, I think, but I could be wrong there too, that says something along the lines of, time makes a liar of us all. So not that long ago, I was saying how I didn't think it mattered if this game level capped at 30 or at 100 because we were never going to be anywhere near 30. Well, let me tell you what, I'm a liar. So some of this comes from people who've been watching, in particular Mr. Spokes, who is sort of our resident Dragon Warrior expert. And he let me in on the sort of the secret, I guess, or the method behind that guy up at the Village of Coal. When you talk to him, he's always like, you might be brave, but you ain't got what it takes just yet. And I thought maybe this guy gave me something once I was high enough level. And Mr. Spokes kind of explained that no, that's the game checking to see if you're ready to beat the game. Like if your power level is high enough that you actually have a chance of winning. So I went and checked with him when I hit level 20. Nope. 21. Nope. 22. Nope. 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. Nope. I'm now level 29. I did a whole bunch of leveling over the weekend. I had probably put 5 or 6 hours into the game, just walking in circles, killing stuff. And so I'm currently at level 29. And when I went and checked with the guy, still says I'm not high enough level. So what I'm thinking now is it must be that I don't have the final weapon. I don't have the sword. So I'm really hoping that if I go get the sword, that then I will have a high enough level that I can actually beat the Dragon Lord. So in all this grinding that I did, I went through and I redid my maps a little bit. I also clarified, put notes onto like this stairway goes to this stairway on this level to make it a little bit easier for me to figure out where I am and where I'm going. And in doing so, I actually found a couple things that I hadn't found yet, including the final level. I didn't explore it, but I got to it. So that makes me wonder what the whole point of having those 2 other doors was, because apparently they don't go anywhere. So I don't know. But we are going to get started and see if we can actually get through the game. So Mr. Spokes is looking for my stats. So I'm up to attack power of 151. So as you were saying before, that means the most damage I can do to the Dragon Lord is 25. And the minimum would be 12, I guess. But again, I don't actually have the final sword yet. So I don't know what that bump will look like. And I also mentioned, I think on Mr. Spokes last night on Discord, I found one place that appears to be an infinite dungeon because you go down a stair and then it's just like a hallway. It opens up. So you've got like, here's where you came in. It opens up and it goes across like 8 spaces. It closes back down. There's a stairway down. And when you go down that stairway, it basically puts you back. So it looks like you're in the same spot. So you're same hallway, down the stairs, you go across, there's another stair. I went through that thing, and I'm not exaggerating. Actually, I made little tick marks. Can't really see it because it's green. I went through that cycle 25 times. And every time, it looked exactly the same. Nothing changed. So I don't know if I don't know that I can't go down anymore. So I was just curious about that because apparently there's an infinite dungeon in this game, but I didn't realize. Welcome, Big Al. Happy to have you. So yeah, you're here maybe for what could be the finale. So if you're going to watch anyone, that would be the one to watch. And I believe I need 66,000 to hit that final level. Which I shouldn't get if I actually go fairly straight to the end. Hello, Foxblade. So I did try to do a test stream over the weekend. A couple of you popped in for just a few seconds because I've been having such luck, and knock on wood, I don't ruin it now, of being able to stream regularly ever since I changed those settings a little bit and I added in the delay. So the other day I was uploading a video. It was the one where Tom had played Arkham Asylum. And it took, again, I'm not exaggerating, 12 hours or so to upload. And so I did that over the weekend. So I started thinking, well, maybe I can stream with these new settings even while it's uploading. So I thought I'd test it. This was on Saturday or Sunday. And no, within like 10 seconds of actually going live, I was in the red and things were awful. So unfortunately, I'm still stuck in the situation where I can't be uploading a video while I'm streaming. The two are just incompatible with my current speeds, which is frustrating. Excuse me. And then on top of it, the video that I got uploaded of Tom's immediately didn't even go live. Just once it was uploaded and processed, I got 6 copyright claims. Email came in through YouTube. And from what I can tell, they were all because of audio, which is something I ran into when I first started to stream. I guess the audio is copyrighted. So that's why, like now, like I try to, hopefully it's still working, but you shouldn't be able to hear the audio of the game. So that's turned off. And I didn't think to say anything to Tom about it because apparently it's fine on Twitch. But when we put it on YouTube, again, we got a whole bunch of copyright claims. So nothing hurt the channel. It just was like a warning. So I ended up taking the episode down. So unfortunately, I believe Tom plans on doing more of those. And I've asked him in the future to not have the sound on. So on the YouTube version, you'll be missing the first episode. But he told me he had a really good time. It was a lot of fun. Probably a couple people that are here now, ended up hanging out, chatting with him a little bit, and it's a lot of fun. So I hope he does continue. Again, the plan for me is to do Rygar after this, at least for a little while. Okay. I really should have these maps memorized by now, but I don't. And I probably could go through them without using my Radiant spell, but I just lazy and I don't want to deal with it. These Axe Knights are still tough because they cast Sleep on me. If I'm not careful, I can get hurt pretty severely by them. These Star Wyverns, I can't one-shot them, but I can usually two-shot them, so it just depends on how much I do the first time. Because sometimes I trigger the first attack for them to use their heal spell, which can get into a bit of a vicious cycle. I don't know. Maybe. I know that once I had the file from him, I wasn't able to separate them. It was remove all the audio, including his, or not remove any of it. But I don't know if there's settings that would allow you to record those on like separate tracks. Okay. So, and I found a lot of these rooms, there's really only one way to go. There's a few that'll come up on a little bit later that you have multiple options, but after a little bit of exploring, a lot of times they just cycle through. Like if there's 3 stairs on a level, 2 of them go just to each other, sort of. maybe with a a room in the middle, but a pretty simple room. So it's really not that complex of a dungeon, or maybe it's just the fact that I've been in here for like 12 hours. Okay. So I gotta double check my maps here. So that should take me here. And then so I think this one, there's 3 different ways down, but I think they all kind of go someplace. Hello, Sunky. I think this is the way to the... Well, hello, Tom Sparrow. Welcome. I'm hopefully, fingers crossed, going to be able to actually beat the game today. That's the plan. We shall see if I make it or not. Where is... So here's the treasure chest in the middle of that one room. I'm guessing that this is the sword. So that bumped my power by 12, it looks like. So that's cool. Okay. Now, if these guys put me to sleep, it's still pretty deadly. But if I can do more than like 32 the first attack, the second attack should kill them. So as long as they don't put me to sleep first, I'm okay. All right, so now I'm back. I feel like I'm missing a map. I've misplaced one. Here we go. So I think Blue Dragon, yep. I think this is actually the way to the end. So this should make a spiral. These things are still tough. They have like 200 hit points, so it still takes 4 or 5 attacks to get them. That sword must have also increased my defense because they're doing a lot less damage than they normally do. Okay, so actually I'm wrong. I went the wrong way. But so Mr. Spokes, this is what I was talking about. This is like an infinite dungeon here. So let me go back. All right. So whoops. So when I go down here, basically I'm in this place, and it's just a long hallway. And then I go down the other side. Oh, these things still kind of stink too. Hopefully 2 attacks should do it now for these guys. Yeah. And so I go down these stairs and I'm back here again. And now I go through and it's the same thing. And literally it will do that. I went through that same cycle 25 times yesterday. Nothing ever changes. I never go anywhere else. That's just where it is. But if you go backwards, you're back here. So it kind of reminds me in Legend of Zelda, there's that one place near level 5 where you do that if you don't, like if you just keep, I think it's either up or down, left or right. One of the two you go is just keep cycling over and over again and never actually changes. So I just didn't know if that's something that's maybe a mess up, like a glitch, or if that's what's supposed to happen, or maybe if I went do it through it 50 times, it would change. But I did a lot of leveling in that hallway because there's some tough monsters in there, and you just go and go and go and go and go. All right, so then this would be the way to the end. We're getting close. So there's this big hallway, and then this should be, yep. So it looks like I'm assuming that's the Dragon Lord over there. Oh no. This could be bad. Okay, nope, not too bad. Sometimes you're asleep one time, sometimes you're asleep a lot. Let me go ahead. Nope. I'm going to use some items, save my magic. So there's a door up here with some chests, which I've already got the sword, so I don't know what would be in here. Maybe just a bunch of herbs so you can heal yourself. But we'll find out in a moment if I don't die right here. Whew. So there's nothing worth even going over there for? All right, moving on. I mean, I assumed it would have to be something like wings or, maybe some gold, but that doesn't really mean anything right now. I guess I'm not really trying to get more experience, especially for something that's going to take more than 2 attacks. Just run. So the end is literally in sight. I don't think I can run from these guys. Every time I've ever tried, I get blocked and hit, so I'll just fight this one. Then he dodges. Turkey. There's the last of my herbs. Oh, man. The algorithm's just having a field day right now. I do not want to get killed right through here because that would be frustrating. Can I run from you? Nope. One more time. Yeah. Hopefully that won't be the difference between winning and losing. Here we go. Okay. Kind of want to say yes just to see what happens, but I'm going to say no. Well, that was very anticlimactic. Oh, okay. Here we go. So that just didn't make any sense. Okay. Whew. Ooh, there we go. Dun, dun, dun. I found a ball of light. Dun, 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 dun. I don't have the music on, so I can't see if it says anything or if there's any sounds. I get the kingdom too? Oh, I don't. Okay. We just met. Sure. So, Mr. Spokes, I have to ask, do you know what would happen if I had said, yes, I'll stand beside him? I assume the game will still attack me or something. I can't imagine it would end there, but yay! Dun, 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 dun. That's the Final Fantasy theme. And probably just got copyright claim for that as well. All right. Well, there you go. There it is. Finale, Dragon Warrior 1 in the books. She does love me, clearly. Wow. All right. Well, So that took, I think this was session 14. So I basically took 3 full weeks to get through. I'm guessing eventually we're going to move on to Dragon Warrior 2, and it will probably be even longer, but we're going to wait a little while before we get to that. So tomorrow we're going to start Rygar. If you've not played that, it's been a long, long time since I played this. It's another one I haven't revisited in many, many years. But it's sort of an RPG type thing where you're going through a fantasy world, but it's like some screen or some levels are side scrollers, and some are almost like this isometric top down view. I know there's different weapons and armor and like items you can collect, and then it unlocks different places. But yeah, I don't remember a whole lot about it. So it will probably be a few days of fumbling around in circles before I get a good grasp on it. But as always, thank you. Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm trying to read and talk at the same time. But yeah, again, thanks for everybody who's watched live and chatted with me. It means a whole lot. If you're watching this in the future on YouTube, thanks for doing that as well. And so I guess kind of a short episode today, but we'll get this up on the YouTube, and then I'll see everybody tomorrow, hopefully, for Rygar. Thanks. Bye.